Now, I went with the Prime Minister by helicopter to the ancient city of Shiloh. Over there, they call it Shiloh. That's where Eli the high priest oversaw the original tabernacle where the Ark of the Covenant was kept over 3,000 years ago. And it's also where Hannah prayed for the birth of her son Samuel. Now, for those who question the Jews' historical connection to the land that God promised them, a trip to Shiloh will help answer those questions. The historical and archaeological evidence is overwhelming. After that, I went with the Prime Minister to visit the family of a rabbi who was murdered by a terrorist in Samaria. This rabbi has 12 children ranging in age from 21 down to a year and a half. I got to tell you, it was a sobering reminder of the dangers that Jewish families face from terrorists. And what happened was the rabbi saw a man, this terrorist, stab an Israeli soldier and then try to shoot another soldier with the soldier's own gun that he had wrestled from him. The rabbi saw this, courageously circled back to try and stop the attack, but he was murdered as he tried to intervene. I want to tell you something. I've known Benjamin Netanyahu for many years, even when he wasn't the prime minister. I've watched him stand boldly at the hostile environment of the United Nations to urge that worthless body to stop Iran from building nuclear bombs. I've heard him speak to the U.S. Congress in one of the most riveting speeches ever delivered in the House chamber. But I'm not sure I've ever seen a leader more effective than when he tenderly and compassionately spoke to the members of a simple family who were grieving over the loss of a husband, son, and father who was killed sacrificing himself to save a soldier. Now, we're instructed to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and I hope you do so. But while I would not have the audacity to instruct the people of Israel as to how to vote in the upcoming election, I would simply note that they are blessed with a strong and steady hand at the wheel of their country who has been relentlessly attacked by political enemies who were unable to argue better policies. So they resorted to attacking him personally, as well as in the legal system. By the way, if that sounds familiar, it's sort of what we've come to see in U.S. politics. Now, the Israeli election is important for us. You say, how? Well, the steady hand of this prime minister has made Israel, the Middle East, and America safer. And by the way, 2 days after I was there, President Trump courageously did what I had hoped previous presidents would have done, finally acknowledge after 52 years that the Golan Heights was in fact part of Israel and not disputed land.